So I hope y'all doing great on today. Just want to go ahead and jump into this video for Friday Convo. So I'm going to start by saying this. Moving forward requires dropping off the weight that will hinder your movement. And when I talk about weight, I'm referring to people, habits, certain thinking patterns, anything that is stopping you from going forward into your future that's hindering your progress. And when I look at my own life, I see the progress I have made, not because of resources that I have now, but the choices I made concerning people. Now, am I at the level I need to be? No. But I am striving to let go of old thought patterns, habits, and people that are hindering my progress. Now, sometimes people from your past may not be with you physically, but they are still living in your mind and memories. And for some, you are currently connected with these individuals and you know that you are not going forward with them. Forward thinking requires forward movement. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it needs to be said. Not everyone from your past meant to be a part of your future. Now, you may have heard that already more than once, but it needs to be said so many times until we get it imprinted in our brains, in our hearts, minds, and souls. The type of people we choose to be around do determine the direction our future goes in. In order to have a great and prosperous future, we need the courage to drop the people that are only connected to the past. That includes detaching physically, spiritually, and mentally. Now, I do understand that some of these people we may not can avoid, like family members, co-workers, or even co-parent situations. But that is when boundaries come into play to let that person know that this is how far you are going with me. So next, I have, three things we need to do concerning the past. First, drop the conversations with the past. There is nothing in my past that can help me navigate the future. Yes, I have wisdom and lessons that I can use to prevent me from going backwards, but my vision is fixated to go forward. If people are only conversing with you about things that happened in the past or constantly relating to you based off an old version of you, those are signals that your past is where they need to stay in. The future calls for a different language, not a conversation full of shame, guilt, condemnation, what this person did, what that person said. No toxic living should be in the conversation concerning the future. Going forward is changing the way I speak about now. The second thing is drop the vision rooted in the past. Relationships are powerful, both romantic and platonic, and whether you agree or not, I believe it does matter who you decide to do life with. One of the hardest things I had to hear from God was to leave a certain person I was dating. When both of us started to talk about the future, a voice rose up in me loud and said, no. My future was on the line because of who I was with at the time and because of the behavior I was showing, while I was with this person at that time. It was setting me up to forfeit the future God wanted to give me. The past do not have a future to give. Two people can be making plans for the future, but only basing that vision off experiences from the past. And to be honest, if we were truly looking toward the future, some of these people we were with and hanging out with, we would instantly drop them. Why? Because we will not see them in the future and we will not see ourselves functioning on the higher level we envision to be at if they come along. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not to label people as devils, but hear me when I say this. They're devilish ways, if I'm saying it right, their evil, bad behavior, those toxic ways are going to keep you from prospering. You gotta let them go. And the last thing is drop the things that lead to the past. Let's be honest, everyone is not trying to do better in their lives. Yes, they may have a lot of money or they may be really popular, but when it comes to changing, they have the attitude that they are above, growing beyond their struggles and pain, and think they can still succeed without any kind of growth and maturity. Now, they may succeed, but they will not have the success they are destined to have. Compromising your morals and values will not help you achieve the healing and the better you are seeking in life. If you are trying to turn away from a certain lifestyle or striving not to go back to your past ways, do not allow others to bring you back to that low level of living. Put up your deuces and say goodbye. Now, one final word. If you truly ready to move forward, forgive them. Simple as that. Forgiveness allows you to release them and not carry the stains of those interactions into the future and the God ordained relationships and partnerships, that are meant for you. So I hope something I said today have helped you or something that you need to think about more. As always, you can feel free to comment, and if you like what you're hearing now, just subscribe for more. And also, like I said, comment, because I love to hear from you, hear your thoughts on things. So y'all have a great day and enjoy your weekend.